up your shaft.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Trek in the Valley, the non-encyclopedic Star Trek podcast where we talk about Star Trek. I'm Adam Ordall Quinnell here with my co-host.
Hey everybody, it's Al Hirt. What's up, people?
Mr. Al Hirt. People, I hope whatever is up out there is good. That's the sound of our voices. Dana Gould on the Dana Gould Hour, I think he always used to do that, where it would be like, blah, 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 and this is the sound of my voice. Like some NPR shit.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about Star Trek, the animated series, like we have been doing for the last 20 or so bonus episodes. It's been good. I like it.
It's like a bonus series here.
Right. So, yeah, I got like 20 bonus episodes in, and I was like, man, we should have just did this as season 4, the animated series. But then I saw some other random podcast that was like season 6 bonus episode 23, and I was like, fuck it. Other podcasts fucking do it. We're just like other podcasts. If there's one thing I've always said,
that's true.
It's that we're like other podcasts.
There we go.
And so how are you doing, Al? It's the first 90-degree day in the valley.
Yes, it's feeling nice finally to wear short
you think
sleeves.
That's nice? You think
like
90 degrees is? Oh God,
yeah.
No.
I'm like the people that just sit outside.
No.
With the AC, put the ice on your head.
No. I've been losing weight, but I'm still too fat to deal with fucking 90-degree heat. I'm very nervous about playing disc golf all summer. Like
I did get AC though recently, so I am biased.
Oh, recently? Yeah, we have AC sort of. It kind of works as we're finding out.
You have to train your mind like a monk otherwise, though.
Yeah, you have to be able to put yourself somewhere else.
You know, it reminds me of that scene in what's it called?
How would I know that?
What is it, Hellraiser?
Sure.
With the cube.
Yeah.
And the guy's like sweating in that room in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
That's like you're always sweating. You're always covered like that.
Yeah, man. When did you watch the first Hellraiser?
Oh God, it was
long time ago?
Or no, like
during the pandemic?
Yeah, it was during the pandemic, yeah.
Did you watch the Hulu one?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
It was good.
Okay.
And I like Hellraiser shit. I'm into pain dimensions and such.
God, that's so crazy, though. The second one kind of goes off in a labyrinth kind of deal.
Well, so Hellraiser 2 is cool because of all of the matte paintings.
Yes.
Like, it's fucking, they just went nuts, and they're like, we're just going to paint a painting, and then we're going to flash a lightning sound on it, and that's what hell looks like. But this isn't a goddamn podcast about Hellraiser, as much fun as that would be. This is about Star Trek, the animated series. And since it's going to get hot in here pretty quick, we're going to kick off our first segment of the week. What does Al remember? I like that last little What do you remember from last week's episode, Al? What's the title?
It's the Jihad.
The Jihad, the Holy War.
Yes. As we subtitled it, the Holy Wars.
Yes, it is.
It was, I guess, a team of aliens plus Kirk and Spock.
Who are aliens to the other aliens.
Pretty much, yeah. And it was funny because I just cackled when they were like, Spock for his, science and intelligent brain things. And then we hired Kirk for his, wit and his leadership.
Yeah,
I was like, okay.
He thinks on his feet.
Mr. Corbomite maneuver.
He's got we've got Kirk here for his thick shaft. That's what we've got.
He's like, what? I'm here? Okay. And so then it was all of them.
One thing I want to mention,
find something, right?
Not to break your flow. The alien race that they're dealing with primarily, they're called the Vendalans.
The Vendalans.
And the only reason I wanted to mention it is because it's kind of neat that they're the oldest spacefaring race the Federation has ever had contact
and
with.
Wolves, right?
Yes.
Like hunched wolves.
No. Yes, they were. Yeah, they look like weird hunched wolves, or cat people, but not the other cat people.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were thinking, that they were the other cat lady from
but it's not
Lower Decks.
Yeah, but I think the lady from Lower Decks, I think she's the same cat race as the cat that's on the bridge sometimes. And I think the Vendalans are a different cat race. So anyway, yes, and I'll help you out.
A subspecies of cat race.
This is another one of those, right? The different phylum, as they say in Earth science.
Amazing.
Biology. I'm pretty smart. So no, they the Vandalans are looking for this bird race's holy relic.
Yeah, because it's gone a-missing.
It's gone a-missing.
But then they don't want the bird race to know, otherwise they're going to go into a holy war, aka like
the
ultra genocide mode.
Yeah, and they're going to go against the holy war in the whole galaxy.
They're going to kill everybody, yes.
And because the birds fucking make so many eggs, they can just make a fighting force that'll challenge the whole galaxy.
No, and they make sure to mention that at least 3 or 4 times. So like, by the way, we can breed a lot. We fuck heavy.
Dude, we got our cloacas are busy in and out.
Just to mention, we have so much time to breed. Dude, there's such a big army.
I just had this very baked thought about, like, I want to write a short story that's like, what if the Borg assimilated that bird race and like how they make little Borg egglings? Oh man. So anyway, look for Borg egglings.
Reproduce like 10 times quicker.
When I do my Patreon.
They'd be like, oh my gosh, dude, we could make this efficient.
we will add your avian distinctiveness to the collective. So they have to find this holy relic, not just to find it, but also because whether they find it or not, it seems like a holy war might happen. So it's very sensitive.
Just, based on the fate of
what was the artifact? Universe. Do you remember what the artifact was? Because this is fucking cool, like, and hilarious.
Was it like something? I thought it was like something shiny that looked like
You're correct.
Yeah,
it looks like a bunch of figure eights. It looked like several Mobius strips kind of tied together into a ribbon.
Yes.
No, I'll tell you what it is, Al.
The episode kind of feels like a dream, because the beginning, you barely see the Enterprise, and Sulu's like, okay, I'll transport you guys down, and then Kirk's like, hey, if we don't come back, and
they're just like, we're dead.
Just go.
They're like, if you don't hear from us, we're fucking dead, dude.
The first shot's really dope in that episode, too. With all the ships around.
Right? All that you see, just 5 different races, ships just hanging in space.
So then they go, after their mission is told, so that as they choose, it was some like Mission Impossible shit where they're going through the mission briefing or whatever. And then there's another, Oceans. And also there's another lady there who's a hunter, and they're like, oh, we hired her because of her innate sense of direction.
Yeah, she's a tracker, and she definitely wants to get boned down by the Kirk.
Yeah, that was very bizarre to write that in.
Oh,
on a kids show.
On a kids show. And here's something else that's fucked up to write into a kids show: what the artifact is. So the artifact is the memory engrams of a great religious... Basically, he's this guy who said...
ancestors.
Yeah, he's this guy that said, hey, because they were a fucked up warring race, right? And this guy said, hey, we're fucked up and warring, knock it off. And he became this great leader. And then when he died, they put his memories and personality into this Mobius strip glop ribbon thing.
Like the golden record.
Yes, right? Like the golden record on the Jupiter space probe.
It's like, what's it called? Planet of the Apes 2, when they're worshipping those missiles, those nuclear missiles, those people on the ground.
Yeah, those fucking idiots.
These are our ancestors' things. Look how beautiful it is.
If I was that guy, I would be like, you guys are fucking idiots. This is a bomb. That's not a god, you stupid monkeys. Oh my god, you fucking dumbasses.
Yeah, that was a fucked up episode. I didn't like that one.
But continuing, they're looking for this artifact.
Yeah, but then they ride this buggy, I think, for like a third of the episode.
The He-Man vehicles.
And then they're like, oh, put it in reverse. The lava's coming. And then they put it in reverse. And then, a really funny part is that one of there's like a bug direction
guy
thing. Yeah, there's a bug guy that like is a hacker, like the smart guy, and he's like, I am what most people would call cowards.
Our people are cowardly.
And then it kind of reminded me of that turtle character from Sly Cooper. I know I'm hopping around.
Sly Cooper? What is that?
You've never heard of that? It's a fun game. Anyways, it's like a Thief Ocean's 11 kind of game on the PlayStation.
Oh, cool.
Anyways, Yeah, and then it was kind of like the brains kind of up the operation. Then they're driving that buggy when they get to, what is it?
First off, couple of things.
Yeah.
Spock falls out of the buggy. Kirk saves him.
Yes.
And Spock is like, you should have left me. And he's like, I'm part of my mission is not sacrificing the best goddamn science officer in the fleet.
The planet's like the worst kind of
it's just
like
volcanoes. It's just there's a volcano everywhere you fucking
so,
look on this place.
So weird.
And the bug guy falls into a pit and he's like, just leave me. Ooh. And they're like, we're not done using you yet. Kirk is really callous. He's like, you can't die till you pick that lock, motherfucker.
He's like, you're part of the team. I don't know, it's kind of endearing too. Maybe that's like, maybe every other leader would have left him and been like, we could have figured out that lock.
Yeah, probably.
And even then Spock is like,
phaser,
if you mess this lock up, we'll all blow up. Anyways, so then, oh gosh, what else happens? They send the bird guy into the sky to get a visual reading.
Look around for stuff, and there's a big
and then they block lava flow, then they back out of that. But then they end up in this, they end up in this like temple or this kind of like tower, and they find the ribbon of the memories, the engrams.
Really quick.
What happens? What?
Before that, the entrance, the lock that the bug man's got to unlock. It's like a lock where it's like he's got to unlock 6 locks in a certain amount of time or they all blow up. And it's like, this is a show for kids, man. I fucking love it, dude. I would have loved
Spock
this.
Keeps reminding him.
I would have loved this show when I was a kid. Absolutely. And
it was such a mind fuck.
There was also, they reused those the squawking birds things.
Oh, yes, that's right. And all of a sudden, though, the bird was like, all of a sudden, the bird guy betrays him, and he's like, I wanted these engrams for myself.
Yeah, the bird guy was a traitor. He wants to start a holy war.
Yeah, exactly. I want a holy war, and I'll keep an eye on these engrams.
I don't want to be racist, but I ain't going to trust no bird. All right?
No, and then it gets really silly because he goes like, do you know what I'm gonna do now to kick your ass? I'm gonna make the ground even, I'm gonna make the fucking playing ground even. And then he fucking put 0 gravity, and it was like, oh, there goes your one advantage of flying through the sky.
What an idiot.
And then Kirk and Spock looked at each other, and Kirk was like, did you do that 0 gravity training? And he was like, yes, I was with you last week, sir. And he's like, oh yeah.
And then they do a bunch of 0 gravity fighting. It's pretty great.
Oh, and then Kirk hooks his foot on the little engram thing, and he's like, hey, beam us out now. And then they beam him out.
It's pretty great.
Oh yeah, and then sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. It's your segment, but I gotta say one thing that I have to mention is the reason the bird. I don't want to keep saying that everything repeats itself and is timely, but the reason the bird wanted to take over the galaxy is because he thought that they'd gotten soft, and it's like some real alpha male men's rights activist shit. He's like, our society became. It's like Jordan Peterson wrote that fucking in his stupid little
we need to
suit.
clean up the room.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so continue. So they beam the thing to the place.
Yeah, and oh god, that was really timely too, and the fact that it was like, I want a holy war with everyone because I'm the best. But,
right? Oh no!
Yeah, right. The leader, whoever gave him the quest, I forgot her name.
I can't. Vendal, she's the Vendal.
Yeah, she's like, there will be no trophies, there will be no awards, there will be no clout. And you'll just be a thanks.
There will be no clout. You will just have been AFK for a certain amount of time.
And they're like, oh, okay. Cool. And then they go back and Zulu's like, that fucking sucked.
What? You just beamed right back, and they're like, what? And he's like, you've been gone for a minute, sir. It's like, whoa, Vandalans have so much power. Why did they need them?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Vandalans can pause time for multiple spaceships.
Maybe it was a test.
Well, dude, there's so many tests. But, and then at the end...
I'm thinking like Enterprise, though. Everything's a test on that show.
At the end, they're just like, peace out.
They just shake their head and they're like, whoa.
They even say, she even says, you not only is nobody going to know this happened, but you will eventually forget it happened.
Because time.
Right? And I didn't but here's the thing. I didn't know if that meant because time or if it meant because she did something to their brain that will eventually erase it. Like, it can't do it immediately because they lived it, so it's harder to change the memory.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because the best part of that episode to me is... the best part of that episode is like, it's like Total Recall, where it's there's so much new information and so much action happening that you're like, is this a dream? Like, feels like you're just smack in the middle of it.
Right? Yeah.
There really isn't any buildup. They're like, oh, this thing's happening. Holy war. You're going to this planet. And then all this crazy shit goes down.
Really good episode in terms of like how they introduce the crew. Like it really
expands the universe.
It really shows you how those motherfucking tropes, like the let's put a crew together, like this shit has just been around forever. Like Canterbury Tales that was written by Chaucer in like the fucking 1300s or whatever. That's like that's Chaucer getting a crew together of all of the fucking people's stories that he meets. So it's just like, it's been around forever. I love it. That was the Jihad. But this week, we're talking about Eddie Izzard. Also, Google Eddie Izzard. She's Susie Eddie Izzard now, but Google Eddie Izzard Jihad. There's some really funny bits that they did about that she did about that stuff. So this week we're talking about, on episode 113 of this very podcast. Yeah, my dad texted me and he was like, "Well, you guys got over 3,000 downloads now." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool." There's like,
getting there.
That's like 25 or 30 a week, dog. We're almost ready to get advertisers. I think that the numbers are going to skyrocket when we get to Next Generation. People just don't really care about like I feel like the field of the Next Generation is such a crowded field that they're just going to be like, "Oh my god, usually it's 2 white stoned guys, but one of these stoned guys is Peruvian. Oh shit, I'm down." Like we're going to
that's a twist.
But yeah, so this week we're talking about BEM. BEM, and that reminds me of Beam from RRR, the character Beam. And this is the second episode of season 2 of Star Trek: The Animated Series. It aired on September 14th, 1974, and the synopsis from Paramount Plus is: the Enterprise crew is being observed as their suitability to meet with advanced civilizations. The Enterprise crew is being observed as their... I didn't get it wrong. That's a weird... I copy-pasted that. It's weird. The Enterprise crew is being observed as their suitability to meet with advanced civilizations. So that is kind of only half true. I feel like they're letting AI rewrite these or something, because that's not like as good as they used to be.
No.
Because first off, you're giving it away that it's kind of a test, number one. And number two, that isn't really what happened. It's not like they're being tested with meeting with advanced civilizations.
They're just being jerked around.
Yeah,
really.
by the Pandarans. So
it's just a dickhead being a dickhead.
Right. And this was written by David Garold. He is related to, that reminds me of the dude from... Geralt of Rivera from The Witcher.
Oh, yeah.
That they recast. Directed by Bill Reed. It's not directed by Hal whatever the fuck. Wow. So this is a good episode that, like so many good episodes, opens with a captain's log.
Yeah, and a cool white shot of the Enterprise from the back.
Look at that. That's like, I think that might be a new animation for season 2. Yeah. They're like, we got to
up the ante.
They got her dumper in this one, man. You can really see that shuttle bay. And the first character we see is this motherfucker Bem from the planet Pandro in, where is it? Virgo 3?
Yes, I guess so.
Ari bin Bem, played by Scotty.
Of course.
Pandro in the Garo 7 system.
And we've taken up orbit around Delta 3?
Yeah, so this is a newly discovered Class M planet. And it's like there's been reported aboriginal life forms. I don't know if I like that. They should have just said native, I guess. So there's several groupings of these quote unquote aboriginals. And basically this is a standard peep and check.
Yeah,
they're just going to check. No, it's not first contact. No. In fact, this is a civilization that should have first contact prime directive protections.
Yeah,
as
prime
Kurt points
directive.
Out. Yeah. So no, they're just going to see where they're at, because because the odds of there being life on another planet are so low, even though now we've discovered so many inhabited planets, right? Exoplanets, as it were. Good one, good jargon. When they find a new M-class planet, it's a big fucking deal, and there's like bipeds on it or whatever the fuck, right? So they always got to go and check it out. and just see, hey, they don't have any secret old warp engines. You know how sometimes there's a great one in Lower Decks where they think they violated the Prime Directive, but then they find out that there's like ancient warp ships under the ground. So it's like, hey, I didn't violate the Prime Directive. They were a warp capable species. They just forgot. And so they're just going to beam down. It's a standard it's basically planting trail cameras like they're hunters.
Yeah.
They're like going to plant trail cameras for the Aboriginals.
It's great though.
Yep. And so they're all going down to the planet.
Yeah. And Kirk's like, don't try to be a hero. Beam out as soon as you get into the shit.
Yep. And then
do some magic.
We see this guy, Bem, that we saw as the first character that we saw. And it's, he looks like kind of a lizard face, like a kind of a foo dog dragon face with a mohawk and what's going to be my hairline when I shave my head. In fact, I could do this probably. I could do the.
Yeah,
I could pull that off. And so he's first off, the Bem says this one. They refer to themselves as this one. It's great because there's one of these Pandorans is in Pandorans. Pandorans, they're like from Avatar.
Oh yeah, the Pandorans.
But one of these Pandorans is in Lower Decks, and it's a classic episode. But
he's got the snout of a dog.
Foo dog,
yes.
Doggy dragon. And so basically, Bem is just observing the Federation for Pandora, right? Or Pandora.
Yeah.
And he's like, this one's going down there with you, motherfuckers. I got the coordinates all plotted in. And then they go back and forth where they're like, no, you're not going to come with. And he goes, they go, I am going to come with. And they go, we're not going to come with. This one is going to come with. And this one says, this one is adamant that I have to go with. And Kirk is like, this is a strange time to remain adamant, but oh, fuck it, we gotta go. And then they just go, and they beam down to the planet, and they beam down, of course, in a heinous way where two of them are hanging off a cliff and fall into the water because Bem is a fucking moron, and they beamed him down into the muck. Now, here's where shit gets wild. Lay it on him, Al. First off, who fell in the water? It was Spock and Kirk.
Spock and Kirk, yes, exactly. And so then as soon as they all fall in the water, we see Bem just go, assistance is offered. And Kirk and Spock are like, we're touching the floor, we're fine.
Yeah,
and we feel the seaweed. And you see a hard cut of under the water, and you see Bem's torso split off from his leg.
Are they some sort of colony being? Oh my god!
And the legs grow some arms, like some weird 70s video.
Like plant arms.
Yeah, it looks like some weird trippy video.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes around Kirk and Spock, and it kind of pockets them, and it switches out their communicators and phasers.
I love that bit.
Why? We don't know
not
yet.
It's like that.
Super bizarre.
It's like that Rick and Morty. That will be important later.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do not condone the actions of Justin Roiland. And so Bem, and that's the great sequence because Bem is like their torso is floating on top of the water, and the underwater it's doing stuff. You'd think that Kirk and Spock will feel it, or see it
in the light. Yeah.
It's like not that
what
deep.
Are those white pans?
There's like some sort of hand torso. And at this point, Uhura tells him, hey, there's some sort of transmission several thousand kilometers away. It's an anomaly. Kirk is like, keep an eye on it. Let me know. Yep.
And so then time passes. And as soon as they find out, what is it called? The sensor, the area that's giving off.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Yeah. An anomaly.
An anomaly, yes.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Spock and Kirk kind of conclude that there could be intelligence.
Yeah,
from
that
the
kind of
planet itself.
Right. Yeah. But Kirk says, hey, we've seen unidentified planetary phenomenon that looks intelligent before and just ended up being like a volcano fart or whatever, you know? So let's not go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirk is like, Uhura, notify us immediately if shit goes bug fuck.
Yeah, right. But he's like, put him on yellow alert, not red.
Now, this is where we get one of our big sci-fi hints that shit ain't right here. Because this has happened before, and it's also been in other sci-fi. I love this. They're on this planet, and they're looking at the flora and the fauna. And Spock says, the flora and the fauna is much too young for how old this planet is. So it's like, this flora and fauna, it's like normally a planet that has this would be so old, but we know this planet isn't that old. So what the fuck? That one would expect given the age of this star. So, it's almost maybe there's some intelligent designer godding things. Oh, that's for later. So what happens next, Al? They're like, holy shit, look at this fucking place. These plants look too young.
And then something happens to one of the members, but then Bam just runs away?
Bam just bounces. Nothing happened to one of the crew.
Oh, I thought something happened to distract him, but Bam just bounces. Spock and Kirk go after him, and they're like, Scotty, just stick with the crew, I guess.
Yep, Scotty,
and then
chill.
Just run away. And there's a really cool chase sequence that happens,
Bem takes his body apart. Bem.
Yes.
When Bem's body comes apart, it looks like that Nathan Fillion's character in the new Suicide Squad movie that comes apart, the detachable man or whatever.
Yeah.
And his head just floats. Their head just floats off their body, and their arm pops off. It fucking rips, dude. And it goes through this. It goes through this vine wall.
I was thinking that it would be a really nice a good idea to have like a new rendition or a new modern episode with these aliens on Star Trek.
There is.
Because, other than Lower Decks.
Like in live action?
Yeah, in live action to see them break apart and shit and come back together.
I wonder if you see them in the background on Discovery ever. They do that shit. And Discovery takes place way in the future.
That's true.
Some of it.
It is a funny sequence because, Kirk and Spock are like, this is a dead end. I mean, like, we don't. How would he get through here? And then they look on the other side and they're like, whoa, he's running. And Kirk's like, I guess we'll go around.
Yep.
And so then they finally see that he's captured.
He's surrounded by
lizard men, yeah.
Man-sized lizard men.
With these spears, and they have these robes on.
They're clothed. I love it when they... Because, they're wearing...
lizard men.
Yeah, they're wearing clothes.
They got
they're
class.
presentable. Well, no, it's interesting because when, I like that they were lizard men, because whenever they talk about like, oh, there's a society that's at this level... They're primitive, aboriginal, whatever. You would expect them to look humanoid, right?
Always.
Or like a monkey, or like, something like a Klingon or something, But no, they're by having them be lizard type, they're really digging in. And also, this definitely looks like the Snake Men from He-Man.
Yeah.
Which, of course, would become from this same studio.
They're just testing out models, bro.
7 years later. I wish.
Lights look good?
God, I would love to have
to be fly on the wall.
I would just love to have access to like the guys from C Lab that took all that old animation and made C Lab 2021. Oh my god!
Or even Harvey Birdman too.
Anything like all that shit.
That'd be sick.
Harvey Birdman was a lot more like original animation, but. Yeah, so now Bem ran off, and Scotty and them beamed up because shit was getting weird.
Right,
like that's what he said. And Scotty didn't want to beam up, right? Or
because
wait,
he was just following the captain's orders.
Yet? Hold on here. Yeah, she was. Oh yeah. So basically, Uhura's saying, "Hey, because the captain's not responding, I have to beam you up."
Oh, that's right.
And Scotty's like,
saying no.
Scotty says, no. And she goes, landing party, prepare to beam up. You know the fucking regulations, dude. And it's the captain's orders.
About it, before you just left.
And it's the captain's orders. So shut the fuck up, Montgomery Scott. And then Scotty's like, I don't like it, but all right. And so then Scotty and the couple red shirts beam up. And Kirk and Spock are going to try, and Scotty and Sulu beam up. And then Spock and Kirk are going to go look for Bem, and in the process, they pull out their communicators, and oh my god, this isn't my communicator. This is a bar of chocolate. This is a piece of styrofoam.
Yeah, right.
This isn't even the right weight. No, they say they're good copies. Right. So they find out that their shit's fake. And there's a hilarious joke later that Kirk says, I don't know how you did it.
But
excellent non-working forgeries.
It freaks them out though, because Spock's like, well, I mean, not only are we gonna have to find this guy, we're gonna have to not trust him when we find him.
They haven't even really landed on the fact that Bem did it yet.
True, but I mean, Kirk says, Mr. Funny, an alternate. Yeah.
Right. So they don't. See,
but
so
then they say, "Hey, he is actually
Bem looks
captured,
like he's in peril."
Though.
Like, so on the one hand, they're like, "Is Bem doing this?" But on the other hand, he's in peril. They're in peril, and also
it's nice though. They're like, they're gonna save him, but we're gonna question him.
Well, no, they're using the correct pronouns for them. They only refer to Bem as them. Bem is a they them. Because back then it was a different thing. It was a colony person. But yeah, so they refer. That's so great. I just realized that now. I watched this 3 times. So Bem, they're in a cage, but with the lizardmen, and Kirk and Spock are gonna break them out. Right?
No, but it's a really good point though when they see Bem and they're surrounded and all that, and Kirk goes, "Wait, we can't fight him though, because there's no way we're gonna know where they live and where they're gonna go and if they're back." And then as soon as they see Bem on the campgrounds, they're like, "Hey, Bem's not gonna fight at all. So like, we're just gonna have to wait until nightfall anyway." So they just stay chilling.
They just hang out.
Yeah,
it's like, we'll just chill, look at our phones. It's not even our phones. It's like a fake phone.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Doesn't even have Snake.
It is funny though that later that comes up. The fact that they're not aggressive enough, but we'll get to that.
God, this is great. So they get to Bem at night, and they approach the cage, and Bem goes, "Captain," and Captain Kirk goes, "Shut up."
Yeah, it's one of the best parts.
"Shut up, we're rescuing you." And then Bem says, "You're interfering with observations." What, Al? What is going on? Explain it to me and the listeners.
And Spock's like, "This is how you observe being captured?"
Yeah, so Bem says, "You're interfering our observation in these people."
Yeah, I guess the reason why is Bem is just trying to... His end game is just probably lead him on as far as possible until he's in danger. And then he'll split quite literally, or they will split. Excuse me.
And so Bem is basically just making sure that it just wants to. They just want to study these people, these lizardmen, right? And also, we find out, as you were pointing out, they're really testing the Enterprise crew. And so, basically, of course, Kirk and Spock get captured by lizardmen then.
And we get those classic horn stings. That bam, bam, bam.
And look at this shot at 10 minutes and 6 seconds in, they show the lizardmen. And it just goes, and the animation is so rad. It's so good. And now they have 3 cages.
Yes, and there's a hard cut.
There was one cage.
And it's hilarious.
There was 1 cage before. Cut to, now there's 3 cages. I fucking love that.
Yeah, and Kirk goes, "Why are we always in dilemmas like this?"
And then Spock is like, "Bem did it," basically. Well, Spock says it's fate, which is funny.
There's really no answer but fate. And he's like, "I think that's a correct term."
Right? And Kirk says, "Use the Vulcan nerve pinch," and Spock says, "I'm only a Vulcan. I don't have, I have limitations. I'm only a Vulcan. I have limitations."
Dude, the best part was when he opened a door using somebody else's
but just body. He listened to the wall. He put his ear with his own ear. He got that guy to fucking scoot over to the door. I love that shit. That was the original series back in on the old days. That was years ago. And so Bem is basically saying, they're like, "Hey, you're not saving me. What the fuck? Why don't you? You're fucking up. And Planet Pandro is going to be much displeased that you didn't save me. Starfleet told us you were best captain in fleet, and actions to date belie this."
Belie this?
You fucking shade throwing motherfuckers, Bem.
Yeah, and Kirk was like, "You left us.
You did this, Bem.
Yeah, this is why you're captured.
You
this
big
is why you replaced." Oh yeah, this is why they replaced. You
big
his phones, face communicators.
Right, and Ben's
then like, "Oh, is that all you needed?
Here you go. I got your communicators and shit." And Kirk's like, "What? Why don't you use them to escape?" And they're like, "We can't, I mean, we would not demean ourselves with the use of casual violence." I love how pompous Bem is. They're just great. They're like, we wouldn't demean ourselves with casual violence, but you feel free to demean yourself if you wish to save us.
But I guess like espionage and like uprupting fucking societies. And
I guess that's okay though for them.
I don't know. It's weird gauge they got.
And then kaboom! They find out that Bem, the them,
like,
is a colony creature.
Yeah. Bem's like, "Let me just distribute these real quick."
Beep, beep, boop, boop. And their little feet, their little hands that come out of the feet, like a Schoolhouse Rocks character, kind of. and gives them the shit. And Kirk is like, once again, Bem, if you could just do this, why didn't you do this? And Bem is like, I told you.
I just want to see how far I can take this.
And deny you the opportunity to prove your value to Pambro by rescuing this one from possibly dangerous situation. Yeah, like it's like, so this has all been a test. It's a hostile planet. Kirk's mad.
Kirk's like, this isn't a game, motherfucker.
We are not your test subjects, sir.
Yeah.
Back on the bridge, Scotty and Spock or Scotty and Uhura are not able to beam them in or out of this field. It's the anomaly that's now spread over everything, right?
Yeah.
And then Spock and Kirk set their phasers to stun. They're gonna go. Okay, so this I want to talk about this. So I didn't even fucking look at my notes yet.
Yeah,
because we've just been killing it right now. This has been a hot fucking episode, quite frankly. And I just realized I hadn't been looking at my notes, and I still remembered that I wanted to mention this because Kirk and them are sneaking into the fucking shit, and they go, set your phasers to stun just in case. The next shot is the lizard men seeing them. He says, set phasers to stun just in case, as though they were standing from me to you away from the lizard men.
No, and then when they go out at first, they're like, we're going to sneak out of here. And they go outside and they're like, oh shit, there's a lot of people. Let's set phasers to stun just in case.
Oh, and we're spotted.
And we're got.
And what happens, Al, just as they're about to blast these lizard men?
These trippy disco lights come on. And then you hear this beautiful voice that is like, do not use your phasers. Please
sound like
stop
Uhura.
them. And Kirk's like, what's going on? And Spock's like, it appears we are frozen in stasis, sir.
Yep, there's some
like,
kind of
what?
There's some kind of higher intelligence, and he's like, I am Captain James Tiberius Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. This is my first officer, Mr. Spock, and honorary commander Arabim Bem of the planet Pandora, Pandero. And she's like, what?
She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you disturbing this place?
And this is what's so.
And it's like, oh, there we go.
This is what's so fucked up about this episode, because she's mad. I assume because it's Uhura, it's Nichelle Nichols. But this is what pisses me off, right? Because she's like, my children are not your test subjects, and it really is fucked up because clearly, this entity made this planet with these people, right? It made the plants that are too young or whatever, right? It did all that shit, which is like, hey, motherfucker. She's basically just saying, these children are not your test subjects. They're my test subjects.
Yeah, right.
And
I'm trying this out.
Don't you interfere. Your weapons will be nullified. Oh, then Spock makes that great joke where Captain Kirk is like, why didn't I become a librarian?
Yeah.
And Spock's like, that would be no less challenging, but definitely less dangerous. And it's like, I think it would be less challenging too, like,
Spock. You'd probably deal with the same amount of people grabbing you and stuff. Just being bitchy.
It would be just as challenging, the very few bathrooms at the library.
This is a great distinction, too, where, like, some of the lizard people have underwears and then the other ones have togas.
Yeah, it's like...
Some are like, it's really hot out. I might not wear the toga today, guys.
They're just Porky Pigging it. Those designs for the fucking clothes they're wearing is just so Masters of the Universe shit. I love it. I love it. And Bem gets this dumb smile on their face when, like, Kirk and them are being captured again.
He's like, yes, let's go. We can stay here for longer.
I was right. They do suck. Because that's the other thing.
Weird.
That was the thing. Bem said, Bem was like, this is where Bem says, when they're back in their cages.
It's a hard cut right back to exactly where they were.
This is where we were at the end of Act 1. And Bem is basically saying, this one judges you not an intelligent commander. And so basically Bem just gives them a dressing down for fucking this up.
Yeah.
And Kirk is like, Bem, the reason we saved you is because we thought you were worth saving. Like, it's a political thing. Like, yeah. And it's basically Kirk saying, look, motherfucker, I didn't want to save you. This is for billions of other people. I don't give a shit about you guys, Bem. And Bem is like, well, Planet Pandro doesn't care about this one at all. They don't give a shit about this one. This one's expendable. And isn't that a great pronoun? This one, like, I think that
right.
I want to meet a non-binary person that goes by this one, them. But yeah, so basically, Kirk's like, it's diplomatic shit, and Bem doesn't care. Basically, Bem is saying, look, you fucked everything up. You couldn't even deal with these Aboriginals.
Yeah.
You let us
captured.
trick you fucking idiot. And then Bem just leaves.
Yep.
Bounce. It's just like, I'm out.
And he goes,
great
I guess
shot.
Bem wishes you, what is that Earth word? Luck.
Fuck you, Bem. And also, I don't like that they're implying that Earth is luck, like the Earth is English. That Earthican would be English. I love this shot at 1553. It's because it's Bem saying, "What is the Earth word luck?" But they're in three pieces: the feet, torso, and head. It's just like I'm gonna look. There's got to be an action figure of Bem somewhere
for sure. But it reminds me of like a lot of Final Fantasy bosses and like Kingdom Hearts bosses that like come apart and like come back together.
That's definitely a trope in sci-fi fantasy. And
it's
I love
cool,
that
though.
They call them a colony being, and Bem just bounces, fuck off, and they walk away, kind of like Sasquatch in the Sasquatch video.
And Spock's like, well, I guess the best thing we can do is contact the most powerful thing that we ran into, right?
The entity. and they try to reach the entity on their communicators, which I don't understand because the entity didn't use their communicators the first time. It just talked to them. But their one communicator is not enough. I'm just kind of hurrying because I'm sweating. One communicator is not enough, so they sandwich their two communicators together.
For better signal.
And they talk to the fucking alien thing. And there's like, the alien's like, fine, I'll let you guys go. Just get the fuck out of here, the entity. And they're like, but there's another member of our group. And the entity goes, I don't detect a third member of your group. I will let you contact your ship. And this is where shit gets fucked up.
Yes.
Because Kirk contacts the ship and immediately, even though this entity, all-powerful entity, said, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Kirk calls up and says, look, we got to find Bem, beam down a security force. It's just like, what the fuck? Heavy-duty tricorders and phasers on the lowest level stun. This is not what the planet wanted.
He beams down 4 people, splits them all up, and they all go after Bem.
And then they're about to zap some lizards, and then boom, they get stopped again.
And Bem crosses his legs and sits down and is like, I'm not fucking moving.
And this is when shit gets interesting, because Kirk explains why Bem to the entity is their responsibility to watch him, just as your children are your responsibility. We couldn't leave him here. And then basically
he says, furthermore, interfere with your children.
And she says, you have some wisdom, James Tiberius Kirk.
Well, that's his whole shtick, though, is that she didn't want them to interfere with her children. So therefore, by taking Bem out of the equation, no one's interfering with the children.
Yeah.
Leave the children alone.
Yeah, she gets the best of all worlds because she taught these plebeian idiots a lesson. Mm-hmm. And they get Bem off there. And this is where Bem says, I fucked up, Kirk. You just negotiated with an alien entity. This one is a fucking moron. This one has to be disassembled. And Kirk and Spock are like, what?
Whoa.
And they're like, yeah, this one, whenever one of our race fucks up, we just get disassembled, never to conjoin again.
Oh, God.
And Kirk is like, what? And then the entity is like, that's fucked up. Don't punish yourself.
Yeah.
And then
take it easy.
And then there's no punishment. And then they all agree
They're
that
like, it's all good.
The Federation and Pandaro, they all agree to put this on a quarantine list so nobody's going to approach this planet again.
No report.
No, and they're not going to put it in the report. And then Spock is like, a highly advanced alien entity using this particular system as a laboratory for guiding another race to intelligence. Almost a god, you might say.
He's like, is that not God?
Yeah, he's like, and Kirk is like, Mr. Spock, the meaning is different. The meaning is pointless. We're all children.
We're all children. No, and it also reminds me of, what's it called? Wasn't there one where like planets were fucking with each other and there was someone fucking with the crew and then there was like a spirit that was older than the entity being like, oh, it's our little son playing with his fucking toys again.
Yeah,
just
like
we've seen a lot of
It's like Melvar from the Futurama
Gothos too.
Yeah, and like Squire of Gothos, and Kirk says we're like children to that god thing, and then this one says, and Bem is like Eggling, and they all kind of laugh. And Kirk's like, take us out of orbit. Let's get this guy off the fucking bridge.
Yeah, please, Jesus.
Oh, and then the entity says, you have learned much, and there's a great sequence where basically Uhura talks to herself. Because she's voicing both characters.
Yeah, they were getting
we're getting a transmission from the entity. And it's like, good job, get the fuck out of here. And that, my friends, is Bem. It says directed by Hal Sutherland, but we know it's not because at the beginning it said somebody else. That's just their outro credits that they didn't want to reanimate.
No, but it was funny because it sounded just like Uhura, and I was like, wow, what if she thought that was her mom or something?
So yeah, absolutely.
Like, Captain, that sounded like my mother.
And I love when they have
like, no, let's get out of here.
Because they didn't want to call in another voice actor. They had her in the booth already.
Oh, of course.
I fucking love that shit. And I
it's like
love
3
how
or 4 more lines.
I love how Scotty fucking is in plays all the aliens. It's so good. But
he's like, no, I got another hour.
Yeah. So what did you think of Bem?
He's like more like an asshole.
Right? I mean the episode, but yes, the episode title, Bem. What did you think?
It was fun. I think this was more like sitcom-y because it was very meta, because Kirk and Spock address like, oh, we're in this shit all the time, and like, why do we keep doing this? And then it goes meta even more because it explains, why you leave planets alone and you don't develop shit. And then we get the Gene Roddenberry-esque ending of like everyone being fine at the end, and the what is it, the super mega alien taking over and being like, these are my entities to play with. Leave them alone.
Yeah, go find your own. Go find your own.
It just, I don't know. I guess it just itched a really funny scratch with the especially with the scene when they're first trying to save Bem at first. And Bem's like, Kirk, Captain? Captain's like, shut up.
I love that.
Shut your mouth.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh, and I almost rolled over the joke where he goes, Kirk is like running down the shit that Bem did.
Yeah.
He's like, you ran away from us. And then he goes, and I don't know how you did it, but you replaced our tricorders and phasers with copies. I love that. He goes,
making me go fucking crazy.
I don't know how you did it. It's like George Costanza.
Yeah, it just feels like very out of the blue for them.
It's great. I loved it.
It's got a solid cast. We got some good horror lines and stuff.
Oh my god, Scotty too. Scotty played Bem. Bem is voiced by
And I did like the point that you brought up that we weren't seeing. We're so used to the live action episodes of just being like, oh, this is a bipedal, race of people that are all different, and it's like, just humans with another antenna on their head.
They don't need 5
on the front.
They don't need 5 lizard costumes. You can just draw 5 lizards. You just
10.
have one. You just have one person draw. Well, 10 lizards, that'd be pretty expensive.
But we only saw like 5
costumes. or 6. But yeah.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
It felt like it was given like someone playing Age of Empires and being like, "Hey, don't mess up my play, man."
Right? Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of developing, fam.
Get out of my zone. This ain't
just made the town center.
This isn't StarCraft. I'm not the Zerg.
Yeah, quit.
I'm not the frickin' Zerg. That's like if Mike Myers was talking about. I'm not the frickin' Praetorians. Okay. So that was Bem.
Oh yeah. What did you think though?
I loved it. I fucking loved it.
Because these animated ones that get crazy.
Everybody go watch the Lower Decks episode. It's like season 2, episode 7 or something. It's like I Excretus, I think it's called. And it's about this one of them. This one race, a Pandaren, is testing I'm not going to do the Paramount Plus thing that gives it away, but this Pandaren is testing the Cerritos crew.
Being an asshole.
They're testing the Cerritos crew. And yeah, eventually it is revealed they are indeed an asshole. But yeah, so I liked it. I would say if we ranked these on a scale of 100, I give it a 91.
Wow.
On a scale of 1,000, I'd say it's like a 910.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, dude. I know. Yeah, okay, 910. That's so many.
My favorite episode is the one where they mess with the fucked up weapon and the gun. and ends up blowing up. Is it better than that one? The slaver weapon.
The slaver weapon?
Yeah.
So I don't think
Slaver
it
weapon's
is.
pretty high up there for me.
Because at one point they just hold up a weapon and it looks like a hairdryer, and then it turns. I fucking love it. They turn a dial and it changes. I would say it's as good as that. I would say it's in the top tier of episodes.
I like that we're just getting more aliens and more shots of the Enterprise.
This had Bem, the Pandaren. It had the fucking alien. It had the lizard men. It had fucking Commander Eric's, the chest-armed alien, you know?
That's true.
Good shit. Good shit. Let me see what's next week here really quick before we do our recommendations. I think it would be Albatross because we haven't covered that one yet. So next week we're going to talk about Albatross, and then there's one more, and then we're going to do a retrospective, and then whenever Al gets the theme ready for fucking Star Trek the Next Generation, we'll launch that shit. I'm so excited to watch the first episodes with Q. It's probably
those are gonna be the best.
We're really gonna have to figure out our segments so the episodes aren't fucking 90 minutes. But I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think we're just stoked. Gonna have to get to it. You know,
I'm stoked. But yeah, so next week it's Albatross, and now we have our last segment of the week. Oh, as real podcasters say, we've got time. We've got time for one last segment. Captain, Adam and Al are recommending things. I repeat, Adam and Al are recommending things. What you got for me, Al? It's always a surprise. Good. You're always surprised.
I know. I never have anything. I mean, Pose. I recommended Pose before. I'm watching Pose again.
Good.
Running that back. Dude, that show's so good.
And that's fine. I'm going to recommend
really heavy.
I'm recommending something that I recommended for the first time a couple of years ago. So go ahead. Pose. Tell me about Pose.
It's basically a look into like ballroom house and a drag culture and like how that's all coming out. It's what's that guy's
Paris
name?
It's like the Paris is Burning era.
Yeah, and it's from 80s. It starts at 87.
Have you seen Paris is Burning?
No.
Oh, dude, that Paris is Burning is the documentary about those people in the 80s.
Dude, it's killer. It's
I've
like
heard
a whole
really good
different
things.
world, and like there's each of the stars are just so good in their own way. Like, you know, when it's like, oh, there's one or two hitters in the cast and like that's the episodes you want to see. No, every single person is like
good ensemble,
nailing it.
Good ensemble.
Yes, yeah. Everybody has like these big monologues that are really dramatic, and it's like heavy stories, but it feels very it's enduring to see them win and have all this victory. And there's like really cool eras that come through. I think there's around the end they show the OJ trial, and then there's the Madonna Vogue era where they're like Madonna kind of stole it, but then some people were like, well, Madonna put it on the map a little bit, and then it's like that whole debate. So it's cool. It's what is it, Ryan Murphy?
Yeah, it's a Ryan Murphy joint.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones because Ryan Murphy's definitely hit and miss for me.
He is hit or miss, indeed.
I would also recommend his American Crime Story on the OJ, and then Versace one's a little fun, but it's not as interesting.
Ryan Murphy.
Yes, Ryan Murphy. Pose.
All right, I am going to recommend another banger ensemble cast. Amazon Prime. I hate recommending things. Okay, so look, here's the thing. Like, I don't get into it on this podcast. When I start my own show, I'm going to talk about how I'm a leftist or whatever, and so I don't like recommending things on these huge streaming platforms, but I do it all the fucking time because that's the only place you can see The Wheel of Time, which absolutely fucking rips, dude. It's in like season 3 or 4. It's adapted from these books that are like the size of a goddamn loaf of bread. They're like, each book is like a loaf. It's like a miche of a book. It's like 1,000 pages. This guy Robert Jordan, and he died writing them, and his son had to finish writing them.
Whoa!
I believe, if I'm not wrong,
it's like that Portlandia sketch. Like, it's got to keep going,
right? But yeah, so they had set up so much story, and the Amazon Prime show, I guess, is a very different telling of of the same kind of thing. But the special effects are great. I think it's crazy that Amazon Prime has both the Wheel of Time and the Lord of the Rings show. and they're both
Big
just absolute
projects.
rippers. Like, they're really good. But yeah, so if you like fantasy, and my wife has told me you don't have to have read the books at all. Like, and I haven't. I've listened to some of them, and I like make fun of some of the words that they say and shit. But it's great. Wheel of Time, very good.
Okay.
Ah.
I was gonna say, when did it start? You said there's 3 seasons already.
3 years ago. Yeah,
Okay, cool,
2 years
cool.
ago. I think it's either season 3 or 4, but it's good.
I was gonna say maybe Amazon was just like, which books are selling the most?
Well, the Wheel of Time has a very strange fucking, like, somebody made like a fucked up like made for cable pilot just to retain the rights to it in the early 2000s. It's
That's
crazy.
interesting. I want to see the story and find out about the sun and stuff.
You can definitely just read that shit.
Just go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. But yeah, so watch Pose on FX or Hulu on FX, FX on Hulu, or you can watch or you can watch motherfucking Wheel of Time. There's definitely some gay shit that happens on that. So if you're into Pose, you're gonna like some of the stuff happens on Wheel of Time, vice versa. And there you go. So next week we're going to be talking about Albatross. Do everything in the bumper, and thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Trek in the Valley is executive produced by Adam Ordall Quinnell and Al Hirt. Theme song by Al Hirt. Recorded by Adam. Mixed and edited by Al. Check the show notes for our socials, and you can email the pod at trekinthevalley, all one word, @gmail.com. Like, subscribe, review, and always explore strange new fucking worlds.